Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Infinite Crypto Cruisers. Hey there, folks. This is Brad Varnell, and this is the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. And today we are going to be bringing a LaunchPad token to you that I am super excited about. This token has the ability, I believe, to create millionaires during the next 6 to 18 months. And today I'm going to show you all of the reasons why I've been an early investor in it. I got involved with this project back in 2021, and I'm more excited about it today in 2024 than I've ever been before. For those of you that aren't new to the channel, that have seen me a few times, you've probably heard me talk about this token a little bit. But in the past, I was talking about the Gains Venture Capitalist private sale platform. And today I am going to be talking about the GAINSPAD LaunchPad. So folks, LaunchPads are historically some of the best performing tokens during the bull market. Not only do you get incredible returns on your investment from the actual LaunchPad token, but if you own the token and you stake it and you do the right things with the token, you have the ability to create thousands and tens of thousands, potentially even hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars worth of gains through the LaunchPad projects that that launch on this platform. So let's go over to the CoinGecko page and show you the name of this token that I am so excited about. As you can see here, folks, the name of this token is called Gains, and right now it is sitting at about 26 cents. And it's got a total market cap of about $14 million. So one of the things that I love about this project is, even though the founders and the owners of this company have been around for 7 or 8 years in crypto, and this project has been bringing incredible projects to its investors, stuff like Avalanche, Blocktopia, Cryo Wars, and just too many to list. I'll show you some on their website here soon, but they have made their investors millions and millions and millions of dollars, yet it's still a little bit of a hidden gem with only a $14 million market cap. And so that's one of the reasons that I wanted to share it with you today, is because I believe the potential for this to turn into a $10, $15, $20 token over the next 6 to 12 to 18 months is very likely. So not only do you get an opportunity, as it mentions in the thumbnail of this video, of $1,000 to $1 million, so often I think that, you know, us YouTubers and influencers, we're looking for catchy thumbnails, and so often you throw something like that in a thumbnail and there's really no opportunity to turn 1,000 into a million. Well, I do believe that with this Gains LaunchPad, that is something that you can make happen, and I'm going to break down in this video why I believe that. And also, folks, you're going to want to stick around till the end of this video and be able to become eligible for a huge giveaway that we are going to do. So the Gains team has donated 1,000 Gains tokens to the people that participate in this video. So you're going to want to make sure that you hit that subscribe button and like this video and make a comment on this video in order to be eligible to win some of those 1,000 Gains tokens. But right now, let's go back into the math. So I'm saying that you can turn $1,000 potentially into $1 million. How's that going to happen? Well, if you do the math, you're looking at 1,000 tokens right here that, call it 27 cents, would be about $270. 1,000 tokens is the minimum amount that you need to get in on the GAINSPAD. So let's run over to the GAINSPAD website. And this is kind of what it looks like. And you can see here that you've got, you know, upcoming IDOs. These are the 2 IDOs that they have recently done. So this GAINSPAD just launched to the public in the last 30 days. They've already brought us a couple of great projects. You can see here, I'm waiting for the New Link IDO to actually launch to the public. but we were able to buy into the new link private sale. We were also able to get into the Partisia, the Launchpad sale, not the private sale. And if I can come over here, hopefully I can see the Learn More tab here. Yeah. So you can see here, you can buy your gains, you can stake it on the website. And if we go down here to the tier system, 1,000 tokens get you into the GAINSPAD. Something else that I think is incredible about this particular Launchpad, folks, is that it's available to United States citizens. So these guys are based in a country where they are allowed to have United States citizens on their platform, at least as of right now. Things can change, but as of right now, there's very few restricted regions and territories that can't be a part of the GAINSPAD. So if you're a United States citizen, a lot of the top launchpads out there like C2Fi Fund and many of the best launchpads, unfortunately, they don't allow US citizens to be a part of their launchpad where you can get in on the GAINSPad as a United States citizen. So you can go buy 1,000 tokens for $270, and you would then still have about $700 left to start investing into these projects. You can literally go buy 3,000 of these tokens for, closer to, $700, $800 worth of your 1,000, and have a couple $100 left to invest in the IDOs, the launch pads that they are bringing. And folks, I can show you over here in my email address. This is before the Gains token even had their websites up and everything automated. Back in the old days, we would just fill out a Google Doc, a Google form that would show the project that we were investing in, and it would share with you the tokenomics and a little bit about the price and the vesting, and then you would literally fill out the form, send the money to the Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain wallet address in the form, and post your transaction hash. In fact, I can show you, like real quick, just what the form used to kind of look like here. But you literally would fill out a form here, and with your email and your name and your the contribution amount and so on and so forth. So I've been with these guys for a long time, and as you can see, gains. Like I've invested in 60, 70 projects probably with the Gains platform, so I know how trustworthy they are, and I believe that they are an incredible company that really cares about their investors. So back to the GAINSPAD. So even with $1,000, you can get into either one of these two tiers. But my point was, if you invest, say, $100 or $200 into the IDOs as they start launching, most of these IDOs, especially as we get into the peak of the bull market, are going to launch a lot of times to 5 or 10 or even 25 or 50x the price that we get in on the Launchpad. So let's say that you invest $200. So, if you do the thousand, tier token, you might not even be able to invest quite, $200. Let's just say that you can invest $50 per sale. So you now have the ability to invest in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 sales, and you still have your enough of your $1,000 to do that. Well, if you get $50 into a token, now let's just say for average you're going to get 15 to maybe 25% of your tokens when that project launches. So for easy math, we'll do 25%. Let's say that you put in $50. That means that you get $12.50 worth of your tokens when that project launches. Well, if the launches to a 10x, that means that your $12.50 is worth $125. So you just took a $50 bill and turned it into $125, and now you still have 75% of the tokens coming over the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months, depending on the vesting. And now you do another one. And, similar results happen. Some are going to be more, some are going to be less. But let's say on average you get, say, a 10x at launch. then you're basically turning your 50 bucks into 125. So you're already making, 2.5 times your money back very quickly. And then you still have those tokens that are coming to you over the next several months. And that creates a snowball effect where you're recycling that original $1,000. You never have to add any money to it from your from your bank account or from your job or from anywhere if you don't want to. But what I would recommend doing, this is not financial advice, folks, but this is just how I ran and spun my money up during the last bull market to basically turn almost nothing into almost 2 million during the last bull market, is I started taking my profits and rolling them back into more sales. But then I also started buying more tokens like the Gains tokens and a few others, so that I could increase my allocation. So let's say that you start to make some money on these sales, and now you go out and you buy the 3,000 tokens out of your profit. You still have your first $1,000, the nucleus of that, intact. But now you've got 3,000 tokens, and maybe you can invest $75 or $100 into a sale, and you can literally roll that up all the way into the 10,000 gains tier or even the 25,000 gains tier. And folks, just to, go back here and give you a little bit of an idea, I was doing the math earlier today, and one of the top launch pads out there is called the Seedify Fund Launchpad. During the last bull market, it was actually at a $1 billion plus evaluation, total market cap. Right now, the Gains token is sitting at about a little over $14 million. I pulled out a calculator, and if you take 1 billion divided by 14 million, it's roughly 69 going on 70x. Well, what does that mean for you? If you take a 30-cent token times 70x, if my math is right, that turns it into about a $21 token. So let's just say that you buy 1,000 tokens right now for your 270 bucks, but that 1,000 tokens turns into $21 token over this next 12 months. You've now turned your original $270 into 21,000. On top of that, you have all of the money that you've generated by jumping into these launchpad deals, and you've got the tokens that are vesting and coming to you on a monthly basis. And what do you do with those tokens? Well, whatever you want. So folks, what I did with them is I would take, as those tokens started hitting my wallet every month, I would take a snapshot of where I was at in life, and I would start looking at, hey, do I want to still work for my boss? Do I still want to go to work tomorrow when I know that I've got, $500 a month worth of this token coming in for the next 6 months, and $300 a month worth of this token coming in for the next 6 months, and $1,000 worth of this token that's really crushing it coming in? And with these launch pads, I'm going to guesstimate that you're probably going to start to see 1 to 3 deals a week coming through. So you can imagine how fast you've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 different projects that you've invested in, and those tokens are hitting your wallet. And in my humble opinion, folks, Bitcoin is getting ready to have here in just the next handful of days, sometime in around the next 10 days. I don't remember the exact how close we are, but we're getting close to the Bitcoin halving. Typically, about 6 months after Bitcoin halves is when we really start to see Bitcoin go parabolic. So in 2020, Bitcoin was sitting at maybe $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 6 months after the halving in May. By about November of 2020, it was sitting at around $8,000, $10,000, $12,000. Its previous all-time high was $20,000. And from November, the middle of November, beginning of December, until May of 2021, in that 5-month period of time, Bitcoin ran all the way from that $10,000 range all the way up to $65,000, folks, and it created millionaires. And a lot of these private sale tokens did 25, 50, 100x. I was actually lucky enough to get involved in Blocktopia during the last bull run that was at its peak over a 1000x, and I turned $200 in that token into over $50,000 in spendable cash. And then I turned that 50 grand into a bunch more money, investing it into other tokens. So I hope what you folks are seeing here is the snowball effect. There's a lot of great influencers out there, and they're talking about how you can buy Polkadot and Matic and Cardano and Bitcoin and Ethereum. And they're right. Buying those tokens can certainly have a very, very positive effect on your investment portfolio. But folks, if you're looking for financial freedom, if you want to get out of the rat race and really get away from your 9 to 5, and have the freedom to wake up when you want to wake up in the morning, and to be able to do what you want to do. Take your kids to school, pick them up from school, be there for their practices and for their games and whatever it is, put them through college. You want actual financial freedom and the ability to make some choices in your life. I very much believe that a platform like this Gains platform, the combination of the capital gains that you're going to make on the Gains token, along with all of the money that you can roll and recycle and build into as this bull market goes, can turn a pretty small amount of money into an astronomical amount of money. I think that a lot of people in crypto just ain't dreaming big enough. And one of the reasons why is it's so out of the ordinary. When you start hearing people talking about, 100xing their investment or 1000xing their investment, you normally feel like you're talking to, a con artist or a scam man, a Ponzi scheme. But folks, a lot of these crypto projects, if you go back and compare this to say like the 1990 .com boom, man, there was a lot of companies that if you would have bought their stock back in the 90s would have turned you into multi millionaires just over a handful of years, like Microsoft. A couple $1,000s in Microsoft in 1990 would have turned you into a multi millionaire over the next 5 or 10 years. Well, folks, that's where crypto is right now. It's the biggest transfer of wealth that I believe the world has ever seen. And the financial institutions are getting behind it. We've got the Bitcoin, exchange traded fund that just got approved. We've got an Ethereum exchange traded fund that is on the way. And folks, I believe that this opportunity is pretty close to a once in a lifetime opportunity. I think that there's going to be wealth to be created in the cryptocurrency space for a long time to come. But I think that the amount of wealth and the ability to create obscene amounts of wealth over the next 6 to 12 months is probably, this is our last chance. Just like you could have made a lot of money in the stock market over the last 10 years, the stock market's done very, very well. But we're talking, say, 10, 15, 20% a year. So folks, at 20% a year, you're doubling your money every 5 years. But that would still mean if you had, say, $1,000 invested, that maybe it's turned into $3,000 or $4,000, and that's probably being generous. Even if you got 20% a year and you let it compound, $1,000 over the last 14 years is probably worth maybe $5,000. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Let's say that it's worth $10,000. You got a 10x on your money in 14 years. Most people would be ecstatic about that. Folks, I'm telling you, here in crypto, you have the ability to get a 10x on your money in the next few months. And I think you have the ability to get 100 or 1,000x over the next 6, 12, 18 months. So let's go back over here to the Gains Venture Capitalist private sale platform. This is their original business model. I love this motto: invest early and wake up late. Warren Buffett was once famously quoted as saying, if you can't figure out a way to make money while you're sleeping, you're always going to have to work. And so I love this motto because this once again kind of shows the power of doing this investing, where you actually have your money working for you so you don't have to be there doing the work. But I just want to go down and show some of these projects. So Blocktopia here, 1019x. They got us into the Quant Network, which was a 503x. Cryo War here at a 349x. Avalanche, folks. Just about everybody watching this video has probably heard of AVAX, or the Avalanche Network. These guys got us into Avalanche way back. This was probably in 2018, 2019, somewhere in that ballpark. That's how far back these guys have been helping their their investors. This project Seed here at 109x is one that I was able to get into. I mentioned that I got into Blocktopia, and I've gotten into a ton of these folks, but this shows a little bit of their background, a little bit of their experience, and now we have ourselves the GAINSPAD. And so once again, I'm going to go back here to the GAINSPAD and go to the kind of the home page. But once you own those Gains tokens, you're golden. You can come over here to the GAINSPAD. We're going to put the link to this website in the description of the video, and you can basically stake your tokens. Something else that I think is very important for you to know is that these tokens are available, as I show you here on CoinGecko. It shows here the Ethereum network, but they also are available on the Binance Smart Chain network. And so you can actually get these on PancakeSwap right through your Binance Smart Chain MetaMask and pay virtually no fees buying them and staking them on the Gains platform. If you want to do it through Ethereum, you are welcome to do it through Ethereum. But I love the fact that these guys have gone out and created this token on the Binance Smart Chain so that you don't have to pay those, horrible Ethereum fees. So with that, folks, I mentioned that we were going to be doing a giveaway. So I do want you to do me a favor here. If you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. You got to be subscribed to the channel in order to win. And then go and make a comment in the comment section of this video that just says, I want gains. And here over the next handful of days, maybe about a week, we are going to go through and we are going to pull some names from those comments. We're going to do a random drawing. I would also recommend joining our Discord. I think we're going to do something special with this Gains token giveaway in our Discord channel. We're going to give away some of the Gains tokens. And then, folks, I'm going to go back here to my full screen mug so you can see my face. And I want to make an announcement that even my team didn't know that I was going to make. Something special that I want to do for all of you that are watching this video and that are supporting this channel is I want to give you an opportunity to actually experience what it's like to make some money on one of these LaunchPad projects from the GAINSPAD. So what I'm going to do is we're also going to draw one winner, and that person is going to get $100 worth of a LaunchPad token that is to be determined. So over the next, month or so, as they launch new LaunchPads and new projects, we're going to get with you. You're going to have some input on it. We're going to help you to pick out one that we think is going to be amazing. And then we're going to buy $100 worth of that LaunchPad's tokens for you. And then when that sucker goes to the public, we're going to distribute those tokens to you as they come due. So whether it's 25% at launch or 10% at launch, we're going to send those to your wallet. You can either let them marinate there and hopefully, and go up, or you can sell them. You can do whatever you want to do with those tokens. But we want to give you an opportunity to see how incredible getting in on one of these public launches can be. And then also, folks, last but not least, we do a pooling group to help people get into the higher tiers. So very quickly, here you thought I was done, I ain't done. Let's go one more time here to the learn more. And I do want to share with you, with this tier system, You get lottery on the 1,000, 3,000, and 10,000 tokens. You're in a lottery, which means that you might get the ability to invest one ticket. You know, normally a ticket so far has been worth 50 bucks. So you might win one ticket, you might win 3 tickets. You might potentially win no tickets. If you don't get any tickets for a particular launch, then you get a multiplier. You get like double the tickets of the people that did get drawn in the previous one. If you miss out like on 2 in a row, then you get 3 times the tickets. So it's going to be very rare that you would miss more than 1 or 2 sales potentially in a row, but it is possible, folks. And sometimes that can be very detrimental. Like if I would have missed out on Blocktopia, I would have missed out on $50,000 for a $200 investment. So in my opinion, I think it's wise to get up into the higher tiers of this launchpad if you can. It's 25,000 tokens, gets you guaranteed tickets into every single project that is getting launched. Now, if you can't afford what's roughly, say, $7,500 in order to buy 15,000 or 25,000 tokens, then we do a pooling group where you can actually buy 1,000 tokens or 3,000 tokens or 5,000 tokens. And rather than putting them into your own stake and being involved in the lottery system, you can pool them with us and get yourself a guaranteed allocation. So just for easy math, let's say that you put 5,000 tokens into the pool and we're at the 50,000 token 50,000 token tier here. 5,000 tokens would be 10% of that pool. So every time a project launched, you would be able to invest 10% of the total allocation that we got in that pool. So to give you an idea, for this new link, we got a $600 allocation for new link. So one of the gentlemen that it's part of that pool had 5,000 tokens in the pool. So he got $120 that he could invest in New Link. Another gentleman had 5,000. He had $120 that he could invest in New Link. Had we been in the 50K tier and say we had gotten $3,000 worth of allocation and you had 5,000 tokens, then you'd get 10% of 3,000. You'd be able to put $300 into each project. Up to, you're never obligated to invest in any project that the GAINSPAD brings, but you would have the ability if you wanted to. So folks, if you would like to discuss the possibility of getting into our pool and being guaranteed to get into every single project that is going to be launching on the GAINSPAD over the next 12 months, feel free to hop into the Discord and DM me. You can get a hold of me as of right now in the Telegram group, although that's probably going to be going away in the not too distant future. I'll always have a Telegram though, so you'll always be able to DM me, but I don't know that we're going to have like a group setting in the Telegram for much longer. But feel free to, reach out to me. Our email address is in the description. The Telegram address is in the description. The Discord group is in the description. If you have any interest at all in maybe getting in on this pooling group and being a part of guaranteed tiers, please reach out to me or my team, and we will get together with you, give you all the specifics, and help you to make it happen. So with that, folks, I hope you're as excited about the GAINSPAD as I am. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Appreciate you hanging out and spending some time with us. God bless, and have a great day.